The France Sputnik framework Argos how for 30 years has been utilized to path animals through the ball is receive a main major repair and extension. A new business, Families, will get above its transactions and start 20 little satellites to begin monitoring objects of all various as so. Down there is a increasing marketplace for services how supervise associated devices. Families would be the at first Europe Sputnik star constellation devoted to the as-called Web of Things. The business lead would see beacons, or terminals, assigned to all way of objects, of vehicles and navigation glass to remotely, unattended mechanism and though domestic livestock. IoT services enable users to display the statute of their holdings and superior supervise their movements, for sample in delivery chains. Families will be work in manufacturers to make hundreds of thousands of little transmitters how can rebound easy messages off its Sputnik web. A new machine chip set is Creature manufactured how can be utilized in these beacons. In comparison with the current Argos chipsets, the new CPU will as well allow couple-way communicating, to changing electric configure on a chunk of remotely machinery, for copy. Argos has switched scientists to add little old hag to animals to path and research their movements. The creatures, such as bird, Arctic bears, seals, and turtles, paper their stance and easy information on their environmental. CLS, in its partners, consisting the France Area Agent, CNEs, intends now to get the framework to an entire new standard. Families, as well relying in Toulouse, will suppose the transactions of Argos and enter lot more than services to be run through its upcoming star constellation. Franco-Italian producer Thales Alenia Area, that is specialist in-house area networks, has been betrothed to conduct a syndicate to ensure the new shoebox-sized satellites. A definitive cost has yet to be coordinated, but the falsification, start and transactions of these space vehicle, consisting of future 20 replacement satellites for after utilize, is potential to need financing sometime in the area of Euro 100 meter. Families expects to put up a testing plate following year and later include the complete star constellation in orbital by the end of 2021. The satellites would round the land in 5 planes at an height of 600 km. Key to successful will be conclusion and evolving cheap cost applications, predicts Mr. Tisserant. He cites examples such as Western African fishermen who cannot provide 2 subtle transponders to identification their little boats, and the caribou herders of Siberia who dwell a livelihood life but who could yet gain tremendously of creature capable to path their animals. Down there has been a dramatic reducing in the price of launch things in area thanks to 2 nano satellites, that action say 20 sm by 20 sm by 40 sm and weight just a few kilograms. These are fully various to the old kind of costly satellites, he told. Along in the massive manufacture of beacons, we can reduce the cost. The is one of our major ambitions, to democratize these technologies. It has to be the way to be success. Differently they will stay in the hands of a few wealthy institutions or for really particular as necessary. WSBW brings along the management team of all the big Sputnik companies to talk the country of the production. IoT has been an expansion topic in their debate for a length period. Down there are current players already so set in the segment in whom Families will include to competitive. These involve the US companies Orbcomm, that has more than rather than a millionth busy subscriber for its services, and Iridium, that begun out as a Sputnik telephone business but that is now setting on significant increase in the scene of associated devices. Or, unsurprisingly, down there are some newly begun one-abes in such propositions, such as Adelaide-based Navy Area Technologies and Toronto-headquartered Kepler Communication. Several of the forecasting for the next importance of IoT connection seem a slight excess, in say of the marketplace creature cost trillions of dollars by 2030. But yet big it ultimately becomes, the area sector will just always be a little faction of the full since largest marking and monitoring devices will use Earth networks, though if how is fair the cell telephone framework. Euroconsult's evaluation is how they could increase to 10 millionth terminals in the following 5 to 10 years. Down there are considerable challenges for new companies, Mr. Revilland says. To work as a world business, if you are a begin up, you will requirement to discover the order partners how include the accessing or to be extremely effective to spread yours facility. CLS/Kinice already has a specific standard of exposition and expertise thanks to Argos that will be an benefit. Distribution yours facility is a key problem and how is real for all of the upcoming Sputnik satellite constellations, be they in Internet of Things, land surveillance or wideband web. Euroconsult School and IoT expert Juliette Cailloult added how receive the style of the beacons was crucial, force intake is as well a very essential spot. He's very essential to include terminals how do not use to lot cell lifetime on the terminals can as well vary driving the marketplace.